a member of the multi-sectoral task group in behalf of the bishop. Since the bishop is the monitoring chairman, he gave me the responsibility because he's always not around. And besides, the project of the multi-sectoral is located in this parish, so the bishop might as well delegated me to be in charge of the monitoring.
Ayan. Kung sa sitwasyon sa una sa taas, Father, before ang MSTG,
Before MSTG, before the project was realized, the situation actually of the people was so depressed. Depressed in the sense that they do not have the good access when it comes to, for example, farm to market road. And what makes it hard for the people is they cannot bring their product down from their forest or from their home to sell because of lack of because the road was so terribly bad, the situation of the road before MSTG.
so ano pong situation ng mga tao noon doon? Yung depressed sila, ano pong situation nila? Meron bang instance, Father, na nag-resort sila sa NPA para mapansin sila ng gobyerno?
I'm not really quite sure of that, but what I know is that before MSTG, the people lived independently. They have to toil for their own selves. They do not live as a community. When MSTG came, when livelihood projects were given, the people at least can feel that they belong to a community because they have to work not only for them, for their own selves, but for the community.
Father, ano ang participation ng military sa MSTG?
The participation of the military in the MSTG, first and foremost, it was the initiative not only of the bishop, because in the making of the project proposal, it was not only the bishop, but it was actually the military who made the project proposal for the area, the recipient of the MSTG. Aside from that, the manpower, especially in building the infrastructure, bridges like that, the military contributed a lot, since the budget for the MSTG saved a lot, especially in paying for the laborers. Instead of paying for laborers, a lot of the work were done by the military.
Sir, how can the military help the religious sector, sir?
How can the military help the religious sector?
Kasi sir, di man natin mag-concern na yung ibang religious sector, sir, is nasa kabila, sir, di ba? Sir, narinig yan. Like noon, sir, kay Father Navarro, yung ganun, sir. So, ano kayang magawa ng military para sa inyo, sir, sa religious? Para matulungan kayo o anong mga support, sir?
What we need from the military? How to answer this? The military actually,
Kasi sir, kahit
First-
nakapasok sa mga liblib, sir.
the military first and foremost through this project, perhaps also realize that the church is not one-sided as it was understood by the people before, that the church is like the vision also of the military, that we want to help also the people, especially those who are in need. For this project, particularly, since it is actually the work of the church and the military, basically, because it is the initiative of both the military and the church. The church and the military work hand in hand, and I'm sure it eliminates the thinking of the many that the church is closed only to the people whom they think are against the government. It eradicates actually the thinking of the many that church and military are against or opposed against each other.
Sir, ano po ka-importante ang military para sa inyo, sir?
The military is so important. First and foremost, they are peacekeepers. And this is always what we are hoping for. That in times of crisis, the military is there to defend us, to defend the people. That the military is first and foremost the first ones to obey the rules. That we do not expect military violence. We do not expect human rights violations from the side of the military.
So ano po yung personal, sir? Ano po yung appreciation niyo sa military, sir? Ano po yung nagustuhan niyo?
Personally, I have a lot of friends. I am a friend of Colonel Pedro Alves, Colonel Fabian, Colonel De La Rosa of the PNP, and I have a good relationship with them. I do not harbor any negative impression against the military.
So sir, pwede mo bang may compare yung military noon, sir, at saka yung military ngayon, sir?
I do not actually have that enough experience about the military before. What I know, my experience only about the military was when I was still in the elementary.
Yes, sir.
But the same impression that I have, because although I have heard a lot of human rights violation caused by the military, but in my own experience and in my own point of view, since in my elementary, I've got a lot of friends from the military. Even in my hometown, the people would appreciate those 2 battalions aside in our town.
What battalion is that, sir?
Battalion 8 and 8th IB.
So sir, ano pa kayang dapat i-improve sa military, sir? To win the hearts and minds of the people, sir. Ano pa kayang dapat gawin ng military?
To me, I think during lunchtime I called up Colonel Fabian, and I agreed to his opinion that war is not a solution to this problem. It's really a heart-to-heart talk between the military and those whom we considered as enemies of the government. I believe in his opinion that war is not the solution to the problem, but it's the endeavor also of the military to reach out to these people, to the people in the mountains. What else? Colonel Fabian told me that livelihood project really can contribute to solve this problem. And he even told me a good news that 21 rebels surrendered. And he's happy and I'm glad also. That's why they are the one of the priorities recipient of the project of the NSTG.
Sir, pwede bang itanong to sa'yo, sir? Ano po yung masasabi niyo, sir, yung religious sector, sir, na magsusupport sa kabila?
My opinion, my own opinion.
Yes, sir.
I do not know what is behind the reason behind there's the religious other sector support for the peoples in the mountain. But to me, I do not consider enemy or friend to those who are in need. As long as they are in need and I have something to help, I have to give. Be it military, NPA. That's why I told my friends from the military, I am a friend of everybody. I am a friend to those who are also who wanted to be my friend. But support to destroy something, that's another story. I cannot speak for the other sectors about the reason.
So, sir, ano pong gusto niyo ipaabot kay Secretary of National Defense, sir? Kay Secretary Surigao, sir?
The presidential
Yes, sir.
to the Secretary of the National Defense, sir. I hope, personally hope, that our town, Tago, the recipient of the 15 million project from the government, sir, please continue supporting us. If you can give more, please do so. The people would be very happy. I assure you, in my capacity as parish priest, I will help in developing and safeguarding the project that you wish to extend to our town, Tago. Lastly, as everybody says perhaps, that Surigao del Sur, according to many, Surigao del Sur is one of the most depressed provinces in the country. So, considering the fact that we are the most depressed province in the country, I appeal to you for your help. The military, you being the Secretary of the National Defense, you can do a lot to realize peace in our province. That's all, sir.
Thank you, sir.